30 years ago, something happened in southeast Idaho that would forever change the lore of a popular resort town. It's a story right out of Hollywood, an adventure novel, or even a nightmare.
This wasn't fiction, however. This was all too real for the people of Lava Hot Springs the night the Lions of Ligertown went on the prowl.
September 1995. A quiet evening just before sunset was suddenly disrupted by the crack of a rifle shot. Lava Hot Springs was about to become world famous. A ramshackle maze of wood and wire housed dozens of African lions, tigers, hybrid wolves, and ligers, the offspring of a male lion and female tiger. This was Ligertown, and on this night, a number of the big cats got out. By the end of that night and into the next day, 15 of the exotic animals were shot and killed.
30 years ago, I stood in just about this same spot, with the Ligertown compound just over my shoulder, and law enforcement all over the area. They were combing the area below the compound, above the compound, looking for more of those big cats. A number of the cats had already been shot and killed, and they littered the area around the compound. But
right now, authorities are worried about the ones on the inside. And they say even the owner doesn't know just how many there are.
Bruce Hansen was the first person I spoke to when I arrived at the property. It was his rifle that fired the first shot and killed the first lion. His widow, Colleen Smith, lives just a couple hundred yards from where Ligertown once sat. She remembers that day well.
He came into the house and picked up his rifle and turned around and looked at me. He says, "The lions are loose." And I says, "What?" He says, "The lions are loose." I says, "What lions?" It didn't even dawn on me. And he says, "The Ligertown lions," and he takes off.
Bonnie Hansen, daughter of Bruce and Colleen, was just a young girl at the time, but she remembers what it was like having the big cats as neighbors.
Yeah, growing up, it was normal to hear, because the lions would roar morning and night. And so every night before the sun would go down, the lions would roar. And the wolves would howl, and so that was normal for me growing up. I didn't know how weird that was.
But what happened that week was far from normal, and it had everyone in the area on edge.
It was scary. It was frightening, especially when they discovered that he had been letting them out to go down to the creek to drink water.
Chelsea Linderman works in town at Mike's grocery store. She was in elementary school when the news of the escaped lions hit town.
I just remember having parents and adults standing there watching us go into the school. And so it was quite the thing. It's weird to look back on and remember those scary days.
Everyone in town, I think, was really leery, scared about running into a cat that maybe had been missed, because they had really no accounting of how many animals they had, how many cats they had.
And one did get missed. 8 days after the incident began, a lion was spotted near Lava Elementary School. Wani Peters spotted the lion from a balcony on the back of his home that bordered the schoolyard. He shot the last of the escaped lions. In all, 18 lions had been killed. 20 more were taken to an exotic wildlife refuge in California. Bannock County bulldozed Ligertown, piled up the scrap, and set it on fire. All that was left of Ligertown was ashes.
this is what the area looks like now. And if you didn't know any better, you would never guess that a compound housing dozens of African lions and hybrid wolves once sat in this place, where now a home has been built and others have taken up residence.
I can still remember it. Always in my mind, it will be there. It was just always be there. Yeah, it'll be frozen in my memory forever.
And I know that that lasted like 8 days.
It did, yeah.
You covered that last one, that last lion by the school?
Yeah, that last day where they thought they had them all, and then there was another one. And when we were up there that night, the fear was tangible in the community, and even with us as we were out there, even with the police, and it was pretty frightening to be out there. I also had the chance to go earlier, a couple of years earlier, when they actually successfully bred 2 little ligers, and they had the little cubs, and I got to play with the little cubs, and they were cute, and it was before everything kind of went really horribly wrong
Kind of a
down
nicer,
there.
sweeter
Yeah.
Ligertown until it got
Yeah.
out of control.
Yep, it really did.
All right.
So great story. Thanks for bringing that back for us, Doug.
It was fun to go back and kind of relive some of that again and have those memories come flooding back. And they don't really go away.
Yeah, they really don't.